Good morning. U.S. and Japan boost military ties, plan joint moon missions. Okay, what is happening? U.S. President Joe Biden and Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida have announced plans to upgrade U.S.-Japan military relations, with both sides looking to tighten cooperation amid concerns about North Korea's nuclear program and China's increasing military assertiveness in the Pacific. Speaking at the Rose Garden press conference on April 11, following their private Oval Office talks, Kishida and Biden also confirmed Japan's participation in NASA's Artemis moon program and the inclusion of two Japanese astronauts on future moon landing missions. Wow. Okay. That's a new type of collaboration. One of those Japanese astronauts will become the first non-American astronaut to set foot on the moon. Wow. Shida said the moon program plan was a huge achievement and announcement that Japan would supply a moon rover developed by Toyota Motor Car. Oh, the agreement for increased military cooperation includes plans for a joint command structure between the U.S. and Japan, the creation of a joint air and a missile defense network with Australia, and the three-way military exercises with the UK. However, Biden emphasizes that the alliance with Japan was purely defensive and not aimed at any one nation or a threat to the region, yeah, right, but intended to restore regional stability. Well, you can say that's the both, but Biden and Kishida also told reporters they were open to direct talks between Japan and North Korea over the abduction of Japanese citizens during the 1970s and 1980s and other issues. Kishida's previous calls for talk had been rejected by Pyongyang. A day earlier, Biden had heaped praise on Kishida for his leadership on a series of global crises as he welcomed the Japanese leader to the White House for talks that touched on the security situation in the Pacific, the war in Ukraine, and the Israel-Hamas conflict. The unbreakable alliance between Japan and the United States is the cornerstone of peace, security, and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific and around the world, Biden said during the arrival ceremony. Kishida said that cooperation between our countries bound together by common values and commitment has become a global one, with the scope and depths covering outer space and the deep sea. Kishida also announced that Japan is giving 250 cherry trees to the U.S. to mark America's coming 250th birthday in 2026. Hey, 250 birthday in 2026, the USA. That's an interesting one too. Discussion. What are your thoughts on Biden's and Kishida's plans to upgrade U.S.-Japan military relations? That's alright, I think. It's more excited about the NASA thing. Do you think that the increased military cooperation between the U.S. and Japan might help restore regional stability in the Indo-Pacific? Yeah, what do you make of the claim that the military alliance between the U.S. and Japan is the cornerstone of peace in the Indo-Pacific and around the world? Do you rather meet Joe Biden or Fumio Kishida? Is that a question? I would love to see both of them. How about that? Now, do you think Biden is likely to win the U.S. presidential election in November? That's a hard question. Many people said he has Alzheimer, but I hate, well, I shouldn't use the word hating, but Trump? I mean, come on. Further discussion. Which of the current global crises are you most concerned about? How closely have you been following the wars in Ukraine and Gaza? In your opinion, what countries are the biggest threat to global security? Do you think a large-scale conflict in Asia is likely to happen within your lifetime? Now it can be yes. If your country was under attack, would you consider joining the military? I would, as a なんだっけ、not on the front row, but I could probably help on the brain side.